live stream, just like the unpredicted strike, kind of, between Iran and Israel. And I'm here to tell you a few things about what's going on, or at least my views about what's going on, what I think the market's going to do, and how I think this is all going to be handled. So I'm just waiting for people to join the live stream. And as always, you can always ask your questions, and I will answer your questions in the live stream. Just ask them, and whatever I see, I'll just answer them. And yeah, if it's your first time here, this channel is all about crypto, all about cryptopreneurship. So check it out, have a look, see if you like it, and if yes, maybe you want to come back, watch more videos, and so on. But yeah, as we're waiting for people to come in, I'm seeing a lot of people online. I'm seeing a lot of influencers, crypto YouTubers, so-called experts, and the title's the same: Black Swan event in crypto, Black Swan event generally. And you know, if we want to start learning about how to make money, because if you want to learn how to do something, if you want to make money, you got to learn how to do it, right? You need to start learning terminologies and what they actually mean. Because this was not a Black Swan event. A Black Swan event isn't just because somebody thinks it's a Black Swan event or thinks it's a rare event. It's not that simple. A Black Swan event needs to have three factors keyed in. The number one factor is that obviously it's unpredictable. It's a rare event. That's why it's a Black Swan. Black Swans are rare, right? So, and it has to be unpredictable. In other words, it has to be something that you could not, it's almost impossible for it to happen. The second thing is, it needs to have some sort of geological or economical catastrophe in magnitude, not just a 5 or 10% pullback or something like that. And the third thing, in hindsight, once it happens, in hindsight, people have to say, oh, we could have predicted that, which, again, it doesn't fall in that category. So if we take these three categories these three factors for a Black Swan event, why would anybody in their right mind or knows terminology say this was a Black Swan event? I mean, Iran shooting rockets into Israel, it's not a Black Swan event. It happened, what, a month ago? 2 months ago? How long was it? I mean, that wasn't a Black Swan event. Even that time, when it did happen, it wasn't a Black Swan event because it didn't meet all the criteria. So, you know, it's a Black Swan is not whenever, you know, you don't predict something. Like, oh my God, I'm so smart. I couldn't have predicted. Therefore, it's a Black Swan event. No, it doesn't work that way. A Black Swan event was the 2008 crash. A Black Swan event was a certain disease we had or pandemic that everything shut down. A Black Swan event is something along those lines. A World War III would be a Black Swan event. A meteor crashing into the Earth right now would be a Black Swan event, taking out all economies around the world and infrastructure and so on. So it wasn't a Black Swan event. Now, so, and by the way, for those that are saying white swan events, whenever something happens that they didn't expect and it's bullish for crypto or bullish for their portfolio, they're idiots. A white swan event is not a rare event. It's a white swan, which means it's common. It's not Black Swan means unpredictable bad event, white swan unpredictable good event, like I heard some influencers say. It's not a racial thing. It's not about blacks and whites, who's better. It's about, or stereotypes. It's just the fact that a Black Swan is a rare swan to see, and a white swan is not so rare. They're everywhere. They're common. So, like, really, if you're watching influencers try to act smart, like, okay, I might try to act smart as well sometimes. Okay, I think I'm smart generally, but I don't. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful because it's embarrassing. You're embarrassing people in crypto. Anyway, regardless, I digress. So we're quite clear right now. It wasn't a Black Swan event, okay? And it's also a lot of people talking about this escalating and stuff like that and going into World War III. No. If it would have escalated, it would have already escalated last time. With everything that's been going on. This is becoming pretty common. Attacks from either side, and it was expected from both sides. It wasn't something that And it's not something that can escalate. I mean, Syria wants no part of this, right? Generally speaking, everyone's shouting whatever. But if it was going to escalate, if it was going to go into something else, chances are it would have already happened, right? It would have already happened. I mean, how much worse can it get? They're throwing ballistic missiles to each other across the oceans, and there's booby-trapping phones and walkie-talkies and taking out assassination attempts. I mean, like, what do you mean it's going to get out of control? It already is out of control. Whoever's involved is in and involved. No one wants another war or something else. And I don't think this is going to last long. I don't. Now, if it does, then the elections would probably put an end to it or amplify it. But we'll see about that. But I'm not really worried about it. I'm really not worried about it. Not to the extent that everyone's talking about. Now, you could also see this in price. It reflected in price. So, from 45,000, whatever the price was before it went down to, 64,000 or whatever the price was, going down to 60K almost, isn't a huge. I know it looks big, and I know altcoins take a bigger hit, so it feels like it's a lot bigger than what it is, but it's not that big. It's a normal pullback. It's just that I did it faster, right? So instead of going back down to 60K, finding support and going up, which we were expecting regardless, even though we did get a bit bullish over 65K, I'm like, okay, good, but we were in that range. I was expecting to hit the 60, 70K range for a while. We went down to 60K, but we just did it faster, right? Because it's pull off. There's a lot of new people, namely institutions and stuff, that don't know how crypto volatility works. So they panic and like, oh my God, it's going to third world war. If they knew what they were doing, they would be getting mostly into Bitcoin. You would see altcoins drain and Bitcoin going up as a hedge, because we've seen that before. We've seen at times of distress, especially with banks closing and everything like that, would be a chain reaction after if something did escalate. Then Bitcoin would be something to hold, and if Bitcoin wasn't something to hold because it was a third world war or something, well then guess what? It doesn't really matter what you're holding at that point, right? Get your hands on pharmaceuticals and which is going to be currency. If anybody's wondering, by the way, what currency you would use in a World War III or scenario, it would not be Bitcoin, it would not be gold. It would be pharmaceutical companies. It would be like painkillers and antibiotics. Because imagine if you have a kid dying of a fever, you pay anything and do anything for antibiotics. So that would be currency. So all these gold nuts and silver nuts and stuff like that, yes, it's a good hedge, but up to a certain point. After that, it's guns and pharmaceuticals, right? Now, if this continues and we go down a little bit more, I would not be worried or surprised if we go into the 50Ks. I don't think we will. But if we do, we'll probably range from 55K to 60K. But anywhere between 50 and 60K is a good range, and you can still see that alt season that we were talking about that's brewing, whether it's a mini alt season or a full-blown alt season. So for me, I'm not worried. I do feel sorry for the situation. I don't like the situation. Obviously, I do not like war on either side. I'm actually traveling to Dubai in 2 weeks. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts in the whole thing. I see some comments here. I see Adrian saying Jesus radical thoughts. Not sure what you mean by that. Or if it's Jesus radical thoughts, or I don't know. But let me go up to the top of the chats here. Armzilla, what's up, my man? See you, bro. So glad you're clarifying. I didn't think it was. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't a Black Swan event. Or at least it's not yet. And if something does happen now, even if it does escalate, it's still not a Black Swan event because now people are expecting it. A Black Swan event is something you don't expect, don't predict. And there's no way to predict, right? It's very rare. It happens maybe every 10, 20, 30 years or something like that. And it's extremely rare. So sometimes even in a century. So no, it's not a Black Swan event. So glad you're clarifying. Yeah, thanks, man. Johan says, hi, what's up, Johan? Good morning to the Gangster Factor. The Gangster Factor. By the way, if you guys haven't joined the free newsletter, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, another free newsletter. No, it's not the same thing. It's not a typical newsletter. In the links down below, or just type factorfam.com. Factor Fam, as in Factor Family. And it will take you to a free newsletter, and it's not like other newsletters. It's not like I'm telling you the news. No, you can get that anywhere. You can get that from Coin Bureau or whatever. But what you can do is if you sign up, you can get a lot of insider information. When I say insider information, me, myself, personally, I was an insider, right? I was inside the system. I was inside crypto. I was inside the industry. So I also share I'm sharing a lot of facts, a lot of strategies, a lot of tips that other people are really not talking about. Or most of them, when they are talking about them, they're claiming the opposite. For example, everyone says to buy in the bear market. I wouldn't buy in the bear market, and I actually explain why. And I know it sounds crazy, but until you hear the reason, you're gonna start becoming a better strategist once you do. Or different things, or how to build an actual portfolio. All this is gonna be free. It's no spamming. It's you'll get an email, a welcome email, then you get another email, then you'll get one after 3 days. Then it's every week. So every week you'll probably get an email, and that's about it. And if I find different coins or something that I like, I might post it in there. It's not like the VIP Factor group where we talk and you can ask questions live and stuff. But it's interesting. I think you'll like it. I'm enjoying building it out. Just Novame saying thank you as always. I am long and strong because of elections. Nice. You're selling December the 6th? It's interesting. You don't think it's priced in? You could take profits of November the 6th. Let's see when we know who won. Don't tell the migrants in Ohio they're swans. That's bad, bro. That's below the belt, man. That's cold. Crypto people who did not see this coming are not real traders. Yeah, well, it's not about seeing it coming. Maybe I didn't see it coming, but when I say see it, but it doesn't mean I didn't get ready for it. In other words, even the first time it happened, you know it's going to happen or can happen again. So it's not that I didn't, but the other thing is price. You could see the resistance in price, so it doesn't matter what happened. You could see resistance. It was your cue to take profits. Now, I personally didn't take profits this time, but I'm going to admit that. But that said, yeah, it wasn't a Black Swan event. Let's just put it that way. Audio got better when you are closer. I'll get closer then. Well, wait. Tell me if the audio is better now. How about now? Is the audio better now? Or do you hear like wind or anything like that? Because if the audio is better now, I'll just leave it like this. It's this thing. It's like a wind guard for the microphone. So maybe it's better that way. You will regret fading Wolf on Ethereum. Screenshot this. How about I screenshot you being poor? I hate it when people come and they try to shill coins and they do it in a sneaky way. But it's so generic. Like, what do you guys do? Like, go to ChatGPT and give me generic ways of shilling coins? It's like, don't fade. You can tell it's like it's AI or automated because it's like the English is like it's designed. It's how can I put this? It's amateur sales. Because I'm a sales marketing expert, by the way. That's what I used to do, right? That's what I used to do for over 25 years: sales, marketing, consumer psychology for some of the biggest biggest companies in the world. I've written there's flies here, by the way. So if you see me doing this with my hand, I'm not being Greek. It's just like these flies are annoying. But yeah, it's like they're doing generic, like really bad sales copy. Like, don't fade Wolf. You'll be sorry, or if you're not in Wolf yet, you're missing. Like, it's just so bad. It's so salesy. Like, but I guess if you're aiming for stupid people, if your target group is stupid people, because that's who you want to get, I guess it works. Because they don't know any better. You don't want to target smart people, so you make the ad or you make the spam as stupid as possible in hopes to get stupid people. That is a tactic, by the way, that people do use. If I want to target a certain group, that's what I would do. But then you just spam like in the comments and everyone knows it's spam. It's just dumb. What do I think about volume? Look, I'm on my phone. Look, let me show you something, just so you guys know. Look, I'm on the beach. I came all the way to my beach house, and I forgot the keys at home. So I forgot the keys, so now I have to go back home, and I probably won't come back. It's quite far away from Athens. So maybe I swim, maybe I don't swim. I don't think so. But I'm kind of pissed off because I couldn't get in the house, so I came for a coffee or Coke, whatever. When I'm pissed off, I drink Coke, or when I have diarrhea, and then I'll probably get going back down. War made Bitcoin. Yeah, yeah, it made Bitcoin. Women would trade ass in that scenario, so would some men, pretty much. But what do you care about ass? Well, yeah, I guess after the dust settles, so to speak. We'll see 2024. Oh, okay, got you. Be careful, Dubai is the bullseye. Wait a little. Why would Dubai build the... Dubai really don't care. But Dubai is all about their business. And I just invested $10,000 to go to Dubai and get some work done. So I'm going. I wouldn't go to Iran, which I have been, by the way. But yeah. What's up, René Montenegro? How are you? He's like, well, he was talking to us. Yeah, pretty much. My personal Black Swan event missed 3 numbers on CVC card, so now money disabled my card. That's still not a Black Swan event. You wouldn't imagine how common that is. Black Swan isn't politically correct. It's being termed as a colored swan. Audio is perfect now. Good. Okay, we'll continue like this then. Nice. The old backhanded coin shill trick from an amateur salesman. Yeah, pretty much. So bad. Finally, I'm not even bothering to get him off the chat because it's so stupid. There's no point. He's probably not even here. Just posted left, went to the next live stream. Finally caught you live. I had to pull over from driving and smash the like button. Awesome. And let you know that I really appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Hunterville. Will buy Wolf. No, stay away from Wolf. Stay away from that scam and that scammer that's promoting it. Just a question. Is this a bull market over? No, it is not. It is far from over. And people that said that this bull market is starting right now are also, I'm going to be a little bit more polite in this one, not so smart. And the reason is very simple. The bull market started, the bottom was 15.6K, the bull market started 17K, 16.7 when I called for everyone to get in. I called the bottom at 15.6K before I even got there. But 16.7K, I called the bull run is in. And then at 20K, you should have got in. So the bull run has already started. I mean, we're at 60K, even if we were at 50K, we're in a bull run. Something from 15K, like Bitcoin, going to 60K, you're still in a bull run. So whoever says otherwise, I feel sorry for them. I really do. The bull market is not starting now. There's 3 phases to a bull market. We're in the 3rd phase, and the third phase is split in 2. Why is Iran bombing Israel? Probably for support for their satellites, Hezbollah and Hamas and stuff like that. I don't know what they're doing. It's if you start looking into who's at fault, is it the Jews? Is it the Arabs? Is it this? Is it that? Everyone's at fault. Like, I don't want to get too political, but everyone's at fault, and this could have been handled a lot better, whichever side you're on. And unfortunately, when something happens, every action causes a counteraction, and sometimes as actions get bigger and bigger, the one you notice that disturbs you, the really big action, is deprived from many actions. So everyone's at fault. We'll just say that. Is it still bullish? Yes. Bull run over? No. Up run in early November? Maybe. People who sell an asset because of war have no business being in. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Unless you're doing it as a swing or you caught it in time, really, there's no reason to whatsoever. Call AAA or locksmith. No, I'm not gonna do that. I just changed my lock. It's a very nice. It's a very good lock. It's a very beautiful lock. I love that lock. No, it's okay. I'll just come back tomorrow or the day after or something. The famous productions. Yasu Pavle. How are you, my man? Tikanis. Mavis says, "Sir, what do you have to say about Myro coin?" Nothing. It's okay. It's a meme coin. Look, meme coins are great, but when you have, let's say you buy meme coins, right? When you have dips like this, when you have crashes, you don't buy more meme coins. You already bought your meme coins. They're high risk. You put some money in there, fine. Keep it there. If it goes up, you sell. If it doesn't, you're out. What you want to do is you want to buy good coins that will come back, or coins that have shown that they are going to pump or have pumped. Like, for example, Render would be a great one right now. Fetch would be an awesome opportunity right now, ASI. Ethereum, arguably. Solana, definitely. AVAX is another one you want to get into. And then you want to get into like ChainGPT, ChainGPT, AGI, coins like this, Sidus, Pixels if you're into gaming, GFAL, all the. When I was telling everyone in my group that gaming, don't forget about gaming. Everyone was going back into AI. As a matter of fact, as soon as Becker said about AI, I'm like, holy crap, you should get back into gaming as well. And we saw what GFAL did. We saw what's going on. G Swift will make a move. They have a Fetch partnership. All these coins will do well. Hey Paul, do you think this Sherman strike in the U.S. will affect crypto? Not sure what the Sherman strike is. I'm at my beach house, guys. Like I haven't looked at the news or anything. Everything I'm talking about is from last night or yesterday. I'm just telling you how I like. If there's a war right now and I was wrong and this is escalating to Third World War, I don't know. I'm wrong. I was wrong and there's a black swan. What is the next bull run coin buy or hold? Well, whatever I just mentioned, but also Bitcoin. Don't like a lot of people don't necessarily think like what I'm going to tell you right now, but you have to understand that since ETFs are out, since you got the grandpas and the middle-aged people wanting to buy crypto for an investment, right? What do you think they're going to do? Go like whenever there's dumps and stuff, do you think they're going to go and buy meme coins? Or do you think they're going to go buy your low caps and get into DeFi? Or do you think they're going to cash out into dollars whenever they want to take profits? It's not like before. Things are going to change a little bit. It's not like, we used to typically get out of altcoins and get into Bitcoin, right? And maybe Tether. These people are not going to do that. They're going to exit into cash. So all these people talking about no volatility, it's probably going to be amplified rather than slowing down. Now, at some point, yes, Bitcoin will become very big as long-term investors and institutions come in that don't get spooked, and then it will have less volatility. But everything else will probably be like penny stocks. So you'll have like ups and downs, if that makes sense. And the bear market might not be as drastic as it used to be, just like the bull market, and there'll be outliers. So it will take a lot more skill trading and this is something I thrive on, by the way. It will take a lot more skill picking the right coins and everything. So yes, so subscribe down below if you haven't, because that's like my bread and butter. That's what I used to do, right? I used to do that. I used to teach TA and fundamental analysis before I got into crypto, because I was applying for sales management or marketing and sales management for Teletrade, or Profit Point that belonged to Teletrade, if you want to be very technical. And they were selling stock investments and stuff. So yes, financial advice. I was actually in the company. So he's not a financial advisor. Well, no, not now. But anyway, regardless. I wasn't a financial advisor, but it was a financial company. It was a financial consulting company, if you will. But they did it in a way where they said they don't give advice, but they would show you how to trade. So they did it in a way to bypass that, even though they did have money licenses. Someone's too lazy for war. Yeah, they should. I hope it happens very, very fast, very, very quickly. Sound hard money peacefully destroys. Yeah, pretty much, Kelvin. I agree. Sound hard money. See, people. I see a lot of people, by the way, and I'm not referring to you, Kelvin. I know you're already kind of into this, but I see a lot of people slowly understanding, why Bitcoin, why sound hard money, and what the connection is. You're welcome, Mavis. Casper is a good coin as well, by the way. Yes, for to fun. Casper is a good coin to buy, in my opinion. Shall you buy the dip? Yes, but do it in increments. If you don't know technicals, just do it like a DCA sort of way. I like the dollar swing average, and that's a term I coined. I made it up. I dollar cost average, but I do it whenever there's dumps. So whenever there's a certain swing, that's when I add in. Money printer time. Yep. Casper, I said, is a good one. Hunterville says, I feel like I'm missing opportunity gains holding my ADA bags. Well, yeah, that's opportunity cost right there. You should have got out when I told you to. I've been telling people to get out for a very long time. Blow off top 2025, very possible. We've talked about that as well. I've talked about that anyway. Not seeing many likes, even though I have more viewers than normal. I only see 23 likes, which is, what is that? Look at that fly. Like the fly. Hit the like button for the fly on my bald head. 24 likes. Come on. Let's get it. There's 103 people watching and I get 24 likes. I mean, didn't I say anything nice? Didn't I say anything you liked? How about a corny joke? Here, do it for the baby wipes. Do it for the baby wipes. Like for the baby wipes. Paul, why did you grown-ass man has baby wipes? Pedophile. No, they're to go to the bathroom, okay? I like using baby wipes. I have a very delicate butt cheeks. These fucking flies, man. I don't know why there's so many fucking flies here. Maybe I should go here. You know what? I'm going to move my table and go to the other one. It's ridiculous. It's getting attacked by flies like it's a horror movie. Oh my god, the flies are coming. Give me a second. I don't want to have beverages with flies. I can be lonely. We'll just grab the stuff. There you go. I think that's better. Oh, there's my bike, by the way. Have you guys seen my bike? Do you like bikes? That's what I came with. So yeah, I don't have a Lambo, Ferrari, or anything like that. I'm more of a bike man. I like this one. And this is the beach here in Quineta. This is near my beach house. My beach house is up there on the mountain. It used to be all green, but there was a fire. I wish I had a beach house down here right next to the beach, but I don't. I'm up there, but I have a good view. Anyway, let's go back in here and continue this live stream. All right. Let me just try and open this water without breaking my phone. I'm gonna have to put you down a second. Sorry for the sky view. I need to open a bottle of water. That's a BMW. It's a 1200cc, 1.2 liter BMW GS. All right, let's see what do we have up here. Any more questions? Do I hold Ron? I hold Ton. Any thoughts about Ton? Yes, I think Ton's going to do well. Give it time though. I wouldn't go all in, but I definitely have it part of my portfolio. Any thoughts about Ton and gaming coins on it? I don't have any thoughts about the gaming coins on it. It's like every chain is trying to get gaming and stuff on its chain. At the end of the day, it's going to turn into the more that's launched on it, the better off you are holding the actual coin, in my opinion, if that makes sense. And it's like everyone and his mother is doing that now. You have barely mentioned the market uncertainty effect of the U.S. election. Surely the elephant in the room. I mean, come on, I've talked about that, NM. You're saying, come on. When was the last time you watched a video? Yesterday, I released a video talking about the election, talking about China, talking about everything that's going on with Kevin Merkel of Coin Metro, which is very, very into this. We made it like a, what, it was 30-minute video? It says China something, it's the title. So, but I can't make a title on YouTube and call it China does this and blah, 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 this and the politics in America. It's just a stupid title and doesn't fit, right? So I did make a video about it, I did talk about it. There is uncertainty, but not to the it's not so much that there's uncertainty right now. It's the lack of certainty, and I know that sounds like it's the same thing, but it's not. See, once Trump wins, if Trump wins, there'll be certainty, right? Right now, there's not certainty yet, but there's not uncertainty because there's no. We're not in on. We know what's going on right now. There's no uncertainty. When people say it's a bit different, like than what. Anyway, watch the video. I explain everything. And the reason I'm saying watch the video, I'll explain everything, is not because I don't know or don't want to talk about it. It's because I'm going to be heading back down to Athens pretty soon. I just want to get through as many questions as I can. Go for the front wipe. Oh man, front wipe? What do you mean, like you mean like what do you call it? Back to front, or instead of back to front instead of front to back? That's the worst thing you can do. Then you have shitty balls all day. You walk around, all the flies from before, they'll be around that area. No, always front to back, man. Always front to back. Trust me. I think every man or every woman probably, we all experiment whether we're very young. I wonder if I go upside down. I wonder if I go south to north instead of north to south. And then we very quickly realize that that's not a good idea, whether you're a man or a woman. So now you're getting hygiene advice on this channel. So this channel so far has been, has been great for crypto advice, hairstyling tips, and now hygiene adaptation. Anyway, my price prediction for Caspa. I don't have a full price prediction for Caspa. I do have a range. I'll tell you what I mean in a second. See, when you have a new coin and it's going up and it's breaking all-time highs, it's constantly in price discovery and blue sky breakout. So there's really no prediction you can give. And yeah, you can look at Fibonacci, you can look at market caps, but really, no, it doesn't work that way. So you really don't know how high it can get. Now, ballparking the stuff, just out of experience, and I'm not going to sit here and list everything I'm looking at, but I'm looking at taking profits from Caspa without this being the top. I've made so many videos, everyone keeps on getting this wrong because either they don't watch the video or they don't understand the video. Even though last time I did a board, pen and paper, and I wrote everything down, still people didn't understand it. But my price range to take profits would be 92 cents to $1.28. That does not mean it cannot come back down and then go back up. That does not mean it can't continue to go up. But I have a strategy around that number. And when I say take profits, I don't mean exit all positions. I mean take profits, literally profits. And it doesn't mean all profits. You could take parts of profits. I think that dog's gonna pee on my bike. No, okay, it's not, okay. But then, and then we'll reevaluate once we get there, and what kind of, if we reject, what the rejection's like, what the support is like, how fast we get there. There's a whole bunch of things to look at. TMI, too much information, sit next to a fan. There's a fan inside. The Casper community is so darn annoying. They are, because a lot of them are noobs and they think it's they're. And I warned about this. I think it was 8 months ago or 6 months ago, because we called Casper early. And then 6 months ago, I think I made a video about the Casper army. And I said, be careful because you're turning into the XRP army and you're going to get wrecked because they started saying, oh, it's going to go to 1,000 and replace Bitcoin. And what's going to happen, we're going to all make profits. I'm going to make profits in Casper. I already made profits in Casper. I made a shitload of profits in Casper. And we're going to take profits, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to hold, and you're going to miss the bull run again. And because you might be holding only Casper or have that mentality, I can't sell my Casper. I have $5,000 in Casper, $100 in Bitcoin. You're going to get wrecked. You're going to get wrecked, and then and I'll be making fun of you like I'm making fun of the XRP army in the next bull run. Right? So be very careful. Don't XRP size yourself. But it's not that they're annoying. There's a lot of noobs, and you have to know that the people shouting about XRP going up to 50,000, there are people that really don't know what's going on, and it's usually people that have invested like what $100, $200 at most, and they think they're going to become millionaires or want to become millionaires, and you're breaking their dream, because anybody with a right mind, let's say I have $50,000 in Casper, and it goes to 92 cents. It's like $500,000 or whatever. I'm not going to do the math right now. I'd be insane not to take profits, not just because of the money, but it's a bigger risk. If I'm invested $50,000 and that shit goes down, that's a lot of money. All these like, yeah, I'll go down with a ship, I'll hodl forever. Yeah, $200, I'll hodl forever too, dude. Like, are you serious? Like, get real. You can't give the same advice, again, you can't give the same advice to someone that's investing $100 to someone who's investing $25,000 or $50,000. Right? I mean, that 50,000 is it's good money. And if that goes to zero, you lost 50,000. So even though we both lose 100%, the amount and the time it takes to generate that amount in money or whatever is very different. Is it good for swimming today in Greece? Yeah, it does look like it's good in swimming. There are people swimming. I'm actually thinking about going swimming myself. I actually see a spot that looks nice. I do have a swimsuit with me, so I don't have a problem just putting it on, diving in, and then leaving for Athens. But I don't think so. I think I'm just going to go get some work done. Again, I have a list, factorfam.com. Check it out. F-A-C-T, well, Factor, O-R, fam, F-A-M as in family. So factorfam.com. And the link is in the description. Check it out. You'll like it. Is it a pretty old BMW? Yeah, it's a BMW GS. Your price prediction for Shiba Inu? I don't have a price prediction for Shiba Inu. I've explained how to invest in meme coins. I have a course on meme coins. You have to take a venture capitalist approach and get into various meme coins and take profits fast, unless it's a long-term hold, which is usually a chain play, like Foxy. You're not buying a meme coin per se. You're buying it so you can have exposure to linear network, which belongs to MetaMask, which you believe will go up later on. Does that make sense? Or Brett would be if you are betting on base and you want base, Coinbase. Things is a bit different. Do I live in Greece? Yes, I do. Amongst other countries I've lived in. You say community is annoying. You say Casper. Well, no, Casper is still, it's not that bad. Let's be honest. XRP is much worse. SafeMoon was the worst. Hex community ain't annoying. Well, yeah, because Hex, all the, the idiots kind of left. They capitulated or realized they were Muppets. And when I say realize they were Muppets, I'm not hating on Hex right now. You have to understand that I hold and stake Hex. But I said this monster gains, I was bullish, and I had Richard Hart on here and everything. But I said that as long as Richard Hart's around, everything will do well. If something happens or whatever, it's over, in the most part. And that's what happened. Now, can I make a comeback? Yeah, sure, maybe. Maybe with or without Richard, I don't know, maybe. But back then I was calling to be very careful. Also, I was, it's a weird situation. So let's see what happens with that. But yeah, again, if you were a Hex Maxi, because Hex Maxis didn't like me, even though I was bullish on Hex because I was making money, And I was saying take profits. You know, as I said, if you want to go down with the ship, it's on you. And didn't mean to be rude. Sorry, I didn't see that video. No, no, it's okay, man. No, no problem, dude. No problem. We talk about a lot of things, man. I talk about a lot of things. I have over 1,700 videos on my channel. 1,700 videos on my channel. So sometimes, I get it. Some people may not watch some of them. One of my 100 people watching the stream, you should take a good look at yourselves and revalue your life. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be rude or not. But if you're trying to imply that my live stream's not good, or that I don't give good advice, or anything like that, or I don't know what, I guess you're deluded. I mean, what can I say? But sure, no problem. Well, my thoughts on the lithium, I really don't have any thoughts on it. I don't know much about it. Sounds like you're not in Casper. Do a wheelie to end the stream. I did one with my friend the other day by accident. And I acted real cool about it too. Like I did it, like I was like, I had the look and everything. I was like, yeah, because we're in traffic and I pushed the gas and I forgot he had weight on the back. So there's a bike picked up and we wheelied through traffic. But meanwhile, I was on the right side and there was cars on the left, and the pavement was on the right, and I was going fast, and I just wheelied that. I'm like, and it scared the shit out of me, to be honest with you. But I stayed cool and I put the bike down slowly, and then I'm like, just acted like I did it on purpose, inconspicuous. What's up, old fella, my man? My concern is that whoever loses will start the judicial process and delay the final decision. Sure. Rectober. No, not yet. We just started, dude. Thoughts on lithium? I have no thoughts on the lithium. I don't know. I haven't looked at it at all, and I can't do it on my phone right now. Rectober, Legend Paul. How do I subscribe? You subscribe. Oh, how do you become a member? You go to factorfam.com. If you want to get the free newsletter. If you want to be a member of the VIP Factor, you go to the description down below. There's a VIP Factor membership option. But you could also, but the free newsletter is really cool as well. It's different. So check it out. Check out both. See if it's for you. I don't like pushing the VIP club and stuff like that because, I don't like sounding salesy. And but at the same time, I have to mention it. I mean, that's basically what I do. But I give a lot of free information on YouTube as well. So it's not like you need to be on there. But if you're in the VIP Factor, for example, you get to ask me questions live in Telegram. And most of the night, I'm up almost 24 hours a day, so I'll eventually answer. Sometimes, most of the time, instantaneously. Then you have a live Zoom call where you can ask questions. We can talk back and forth. You see my portfolio. You see a whole bunch of stuff. So, and we help each other. A lot of people made a lot of money in that group. That's why most people stay. So that's why we have the VIP group. But again, you can watch the videos and still make money. And in the free newsletter, it's free advice, free insider advice, in the sense that no one talks about this stuff. Any degen plays? You don't need to be a degen right now. Get into G Swift, get into GFile, get into Citus, get into ChainGPT, get into AGI. Get into those AI and gaming plays that still have pixels. Not losing money is more important than making money. In trading, yes. In life, no. Let me explain. I started making real money and being successful as soon as I realized that you should stop saving money. Like every time expenses came, and people automatically think, okay, how can I save money? How can I afford this? Me personally, I think, okay, how can I make more money? That's why I don't work for companies anymore, because it's just not scalable. Yeah, you get $10,000 a month. Great, awesome. Especially if you're living in Greece, great money, or somewhere in Europe, right? what is it, 120K a year? Not bad. And then you have anything extra you have. But it's not scalable. But right now, I can make more money anytime I want and protect myself. Plus, I don't work as hard, even though in the beginning you have to work a lot harder. But you have to stop thinking about how can I save money and think more how can I amplify and make more money. An example off of my head is if somebody said to buy a car, you had, I don't know, 100,000. I'm just giving an example. 100,000 and you had to buy a car. Would you think I'll buy one with 50,000 so I can save 50,000 and invest? Okay, if it's investing, that's okay. Or will I buy a white Hummer? And you have to think to yourself, why the hell would you buy a white Hummer? It's more expensive. You can't save money that way. But if you buy a white Hummer, you can rent it out to weddings, right? So generally, and music videos. So generally speaking, it's what you have to think how you can make more money. So whenever I'm, in stress, I'm not thinking, oh, get another job or save money. I think, okay, what can I do to make more? Man, Greece is a paradise on earth. Last summer, my wife and I spent fourth holiday in. Oh, nice. Aegina's nice. Yeah, I've been to Aegina this year as well. It's very close to where I am. Kudos to the great people. Thank you very much, man. I need 100x coin for this season till next year. You don't need 100x coin this season. You just need to 2 or 3x multiple times for it to become 100x. That's a lot easier than finding that 100x coin. Let me say that again for you because this is important. You don't need 100x coin. You need to find a coin and 2 or 3x multiple times. It's a lot easier. Yeah, Elixir Games, I've heard about it, but I really haven't looked into it, man. And I'd look at the charts right now, but I'm on my phone. No possible, man. Love from India. What's up, India? Yo, Paul. Do you like Tectum? Tectum was a good play in the beginning I was in. We called it, and then we got out and got into other projects. So while I like it, I don't know what it's doing now, probably because it hasn't hit my price or my radar to get back in. It's a good project. It's a good concept. It can make you money. It might be a good thing to have in your portfolio, but we're not in it right now. Thanks, man. It's only 2.7 million market cap. Looks like it can 100x from here if the team handles it correctly. Okay. Stop looking for 100x's now. Look for 20, 30x's or how to 2, 3x multiple times. Because it's a lot harder to get into 100x's now. Thanks, man. Your info is always refreshing. No stress and knowledge. And thanks you. Yeah, I try to keep the laughs up, man. Casper blah, Rectober this, NFTs that. How are NFTs going now? Not very well. I don't think they're doing very well, are they? Not all of them, anyway. There are some NFTs that are doing well, and it's what I predicted, or what a lot of us predicted, not just me. Let me not take all the credit here. That they're going to start shifting into utility NFTs. So, for example, Forbes has an exclusive NFT. It's invite only, and they get on the Forbes list and stuff like that, and they get different perks from Forbes. Relatively new. I'm in there. I have that NFT, for example. So there are, and also you can't argue that some NFTs they sit on your wallet like nodes, right? Now you might argue they're not really. Okay, fair enough. But there are some NFTs that can do things. It's just that the art craze and everything that was too easy got saturated. That's why you're seeing what you're seeing. Any advice for new NFT creators? Yeah, think of something different and unique. In the sense, it doesn't always have to. So it depends. If you want to sell an NFT, it's very different than if you want to make an NFT that actually is worth buying. First of all, try to think out the box. How could you make an NFT that's out the box? Let me think. What kind of budget are we talking about? Or are you just talking about artwork? If you're just talking about artwork, go to every OnlyFans girl and propose they do an NFT collection of them naked. And if you want to take it a step further, go into trending psychologies, for example, or sorry, contributing psychology. So, for example, 52 cards in a deck make 52 NFTs of an OnlyFans girl in exclusive poses and limit the number of people that people can buy. Now, if you do that and you actually make it a concept, I think it will be a lot more interesting because now you can play around with those and you own that piece of ass. You can literally do a marketing campaign like whatever and own that piece of ass. Now be careful. What I'm doing right here, I'm brainstorming. So I'm giving you pieces of information that you have to bridge. That's what you do when you think of ideas. So I'm giving you the number 52 for the card deck. I'm giving you the OnlyFans. I'm giving you the 52 naked poses or whatever for the OnlyFans girl. And I'm giving you a marketing, let's say, title, Own That Ass, right? Oh, it might turn out differently. It might become something different, but that's basically the essence of it. Now, I heard someone saying haram OnlyFans. Yeah, if it's against your religion or your ethics, you told me to give you an idea. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm showing you how to think out the box, right? Old fella, I'll get to you in 1 second. So how would you take this a step further and make it not haram? So maybe you do Bible verses or prayers, and you make it into an. I'm not sure if that's haram or not though, because maybe you're not allowed to profit from. But maybe something like that. But you have to think. You have to think on people's desires, fears. Sex always sells, which is desire basically. Beliefs or passions or something that's there's different things that people can't resist. There's psychological factors or biological factors and there's psychological factors. Biological is something you can't help because it's not that you have fear of dying. That's a biological fact that's feeded inside you. It's not that you like sex, it's that you need sex to reproduce. It's feeded in your biological. That's why people can't resist. So you kind of old fella is saying, am I sitting in kayak? Yeah, I am sitting in kayak. How do you know I'm sitting in... No, I'm not sitting in kayak, man. Where is this? This is called kavos, not kayak. Kayak is in father, man. You made me think I was sitting in kayak. But you were close. I live near kayak, just so you know. Let me see here. What was the other question by old fella? Dumb question, as always. Is it better to invest more for similar X's or try the risk for maximum... for small amount? It really depends, old fella. That's something that if you were part of the VIP group, we would talk about because that's a long story. It depends on your portfolio, risk tolerance, and a whole bunch of stuff. And it's more than just an answer, but both are equally correct depending on what you're trying to do. A mix of both is always better. You're speaking as an artist. Okay. Penways. So why don't you start drawing crypto influencers, making a limited amount of them, and then sending one of them for free or two of them for free to each influencer so they could also sell one if they want. And also maybe if you send them if you make 100 of each and you give them 5, they might even talk about it so they can sell their NFT. So you can literally make, for example, drawings of BitBoy Crypto, the Crypto Factor, which I would be honored if you do, by the way. And you write a few things about them on the back. Like, for example, you could tell me, you could even say that I gave you this idea on that NFT. So you could, something a little bit about them, that will make them, that will get to their ego. Like it would, that's why I'm smiling. I would really love if you did that. And then sell them, and if not for selling and making profit, even if you give them all away for free, you start marketing yourself as an artist. So it's very possible to do. And if you end up doing that, I'll help you do it. Just reach out to me, and I'll give you some advice on how to do it. But there are ways to do that, and that's thinking out the box. But at the same time, you're keeping it in crypto. If you, as long as you write something good about them on the card, or funny, they'll accept it because it's their ego. So if you put like, I don't know, I'm just giving an example, Ben Armstrong, OG in crypto, right? BitBoy Crypto, the biggest channel, blah, blah, blah. Like a few lines, right? Boxing champion or won the karate combat, like something small. Or maybe you do the picture of him winning and then having different. Okay, so you could have a picture of BitBoy Crypto, let's say him, and underneath you can have like a belt for the karate combat and something like different icons that describe somebody's life or something. I know there's so much you could do. There's so much you could do. Cave to their ego or make them laugh. One of the two. I don't know what you just said. That ass would nuke when she's getting old. I don't know what you're talking about, Saleh. Your comments on review for some strange reason. I don't know what you're talking about. Did you see an ass? Did I miss it? You've been to Australia? Not yet. Not yet. Feet pics. Haram too. I don't know, man. It's not my. I'm not Muslim. I'm Greek Orthodox. I just respect all religions. Holy crap! You can do NFTs of crypto influencers' feet, and just do like imaginary comic version of their feet. And you can make some really hilarious ones too, like Crypto Wendio. You can give her Hobbit's feet. Seriously, that would fucking sell. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate if somebody clips this and sends it to Crypto Wendio, and I don't mind if somebody does. I think it's funny. I think smart people have a sense of humor. If they don't, it's not my problem. But that's what I would do. You could give her Hobbit's feet. BitBoy Crypto could be something like bear feet because well, he's not big anymore like he used to be, but he is still hairy. So I would do like really hairy feet for BitBoy. Random man Dan, you can give him like fairy feet, like feminine feet, and you can make NFTs. That would fucking sell, dude. That would fucking sell. Greek people are lucky. Somebody cut this part. Somebody bookmarked this stream and cut those parts. All these ideas I just gave, the brainstorming. Can somebody make a video of that and send it to me? Or post it somewhere? That would be really cool. I think that was pretty funny and pretty good ideas as well. We're lucky with Greek food and everything. Yeah, we are pretty lucky. We're spoiled. If I make $1 million this cycle, they can go and live in. You can live in Greece. Sure, come here. Come here. We'll chill out together. You want a summer house in the Bull Run? Get one next to mine, man. We could be neighbors. You need to bring your bike to Scotland. Some awesome roads to ride here. Yeah, the problem is riding till there. Not that it's a bad thing to do. I mean, I guess it's a touring bike, so it makes sense. Kind of hard for me to tour, man. I wanted to tour, but I have a dog which I have to take care of, my girlfriend as well. I guess I could leave him alone and go touring, but I can't do it for too long. Hey, Paul, your crypto expertise is beyond everyone else's. Love. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Hey, Cassandra, how are you? How are you doing? I hear you're coming to Greece soon. We were just talking about Greece. So I guess I'm gonna see you and Sam. Cassandra's a friend, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Being out the game for a minute, says Paul Voorhees. Yuck says, you don't like the feet pick idea? What's your take on? Oh my God, you could really boost somebody's ego with Superman or Iron Man feet. So I guess Elon Musk could be Iron Man feet. People would love that. He would laugh at that. We said Random Man Dan would have fairy feet, like very feminine feet, just because it's funny. Crypto Wendio Hobbit feet. BitBoy Crypto would have bare feet. Who else? Who else could we do that I can imagine what kind of feet they are? Yeah, just use your imagination. Like, who would wear sandals? You know what I mean? Is there any just use humor, and don't be politically correct because that just kills humor. When it comes to humor, you have to be able to use humor. Okay. Like for example, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, right? He's half white, half black. So you could give him 1 foot black and 1 foot white. It's not racist. That's just funny. You know what I mean? So you can imply his, whatever. Crypto feet videos, crypto feet NFTs. I actually like that idea. Who was the artist? Reach out to me. Let's talk. I'm serious now. We could think of something really good. If you're good at what you do, let's talk. I think we could do something really cool. But regardless, you get the idea. Alex Becker with a juiced feet. Alex Becker would be. What would we do, Alex Becker, for his feet? I would put like a black belt around his ankle. I don't know. Like I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think about it, but we'd think of something. I don't know. I don't know if he does TRT or not. I do. I do TRT. So just to tell you, just because you do TRT doesn't mean you become look. You just look like that, right? It takes a lot of work as well. I'm on TRT. NFT and metaverse so dead. Yeah, pretty much. It's asleep. We need a new narrative in this bull run. No, you don't. You just need the continuations of the narratives that are there. Which is what I'm predicting. This is why you need to double down on gaming coins and AI coins. All right, thank you very much. Do me a favor, real quick. If you had fun, if you laughed, if you got any value, if you got anything out of this live stream, please hit that like button right now. I would really, really appreciate it if you hit the like button. And yeah, check out the factorfam.com, the newsletter down below, and also the VIP group. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.